Hello and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to go over a Lightfast test that I just finished. I did a Lightfast test on these Turner Design Gouaches. I wasn't really expecting them to be too Lightfast because they are a design gouache and not an artist gouache. But I did one anyways, so I painted all of these out on a test strip and I set them in a window for about 1 year. And this is the set I have. I ran out of white and replaced it with this Da Vinci gouache. Now we're going to go back 1 year earlier to where I initially started swatching these colors out. This is when I had the full set and I didn't use up my entire white tube. One thing I did notice was the separation between, I don't know, I guess it would be the pigment and the binder. You can tell on the bottom two colors that it's very runny. Once I got through the runny bit at the top of the tube, the rest of the tube was fine. So these may have been sitting for a while. I'm not sure. But once I got through it, the rest of the tube was fine. And I'm still using these colors today. So let's get into the results. So this is the strip that I had out in the window. And then these two strips I had sitting in a drawer for a year. All right, I'll go through each one of these. So white, I can't really see a change. This is the jet black. I see no change on this one. This one is the burnt sienna. I don't see a change on that one at all. This one is the Prussian blue. And on that one, we do see a slight color shift. So this is the one that was in the sun. So we see that it did get a little bit lighter. This one, I believe, is the cobalt blue. I don't really see too much of a color shift there. And then I believe this one is sky blue. We don't really see a color shift there. The turquoise blue. I don't see a color shift there, and that is one of the colors I was expecting to see a color shift. And then we'll go into permanent green mid. And I don't see a color shift in there really. It's pretty much the same. Same with the Viridian hue. Now we'll go up to the top here. So this one I was expecting a color shift. That's the brilliant violet. So we did have a pretty extreme shift. It went from purple to pink. So this is the one out in the sun. This was kept in the drawer. And we see the same with the rose violet, which I was expecting that one as well to have a color shift. And then we'll go into the permanent red. So that's this one. And that one we see a slight color shift as well. It's slightly faded. Not as bad as the previous colors though. Then we go into Permanent Scarlet, which I don't see too much of a color shift there. Then we go into Permanent Orange, and I don't see too much of a color shift there. I think it's slight, if anything. And then Yellow Ochre. I don't really see too much of a color shift there. And then we go into the Permanent Yellow Deep. And I don't see too much of a color shift there either. Permanent Lemon, or what is this one? Permanent Lemon. And I was kind of expecting a color shift there, but I don't see one. So it's this one. And then finally we have Permanent Green Light. So Permanent Green Light. And we don't see a color shift there either, which I was expecting a color shift there as well. So I don't know, I'm pretty happy with these results. No one really talks about Turner Design Gouache, and I really like these paints. I use them a lot. Again, they're a traditional design gouache, so they're rewettable. So when you paint with them and they dry, if you add water, you can still move them around on the page. So I would definitely highly recommend picking up a set if you haven't tried these out. They're also at an excellent price point compared to other brands out there. Thanks for watching my video, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.